I am settling into choice of mine that's been with me for some time to channel, to share, to, influence those who are wanting to receive the message, the teachings that come through me, that I've been gifted with, and that the workings and the methodologies of the way that I work in the world as an intuitive, as a coach, as a healer, a divine feminine creatrix, and many other things. I am called to record my videos unscripted, unedited, raw, and real, which challenges me as a bit of a perfectionist and a visual artist. So knowing that I'm creating content that will just go out there into the ether, that hasn't had all the little finesses to it, you know what, actually feels really freeing. Because, as I said, I've had this choice for a long time. And the biggest thing that has kept me from doing it is all the noise around it that's required from me to make it happen. Having said that, I also am the kind of creator who likes to have lots of things going on and thrives on variety and doing lots of things, having lots of choices. You'll get to learn more about what I mean by choices, hearts, truths, our visions. Then sometimes I can just have too many on the go and be a little out of touch with my current reality and not necessarily create the time that's necessary for me to put into these projects, which I've started and are so passionate about. So in watching my videos, in sharing your very precious time with me, it is such an honor to be able to bring through to you some very, very deep and profound healings, rewiring of your nervous system, of your unconscious and self-conscious limitations, challenging emotions, and bring you just some really extraordinary activations from the realm of light, of creative consciousness, of the unified field, knowing that you, like me and all of us, are a phenomenally potent creator. And if only you knew how extraordinary your potential is to create what is on your heart. Now, maybe you do know that, but you've been struggling to create it. And so all things around those topics I will be sharing with you. But now, though, I'm just going to, I guess, use this video as a little bit of a visual diary. I am on about maybe not quite day 14, maybe about day 10. Actually, no, it would be closer to 14 of a throat infection and probably upper respiratory infection. It's been an interesting journey because it's not like the common cold. And I have two boys, gorgeous, precious boys. And one of them was a little poorly on and off with fever and things, but nothing like that was evident that's like what I've had. And this this illness has come off quite just a really complex and challenged period of time, but particularly the last 6 months or so. So really one of the biggest lessons in over that time for me has been to really come back to my center, to step into what I know is the ultimate rebirthing of my being. I've just completed my a Saturn returns year. I've just turned 43 and we're entering 2025 with some massive shifts having taken place planetary-wise. And collectively, this year is meant to be the most potent year of our decade. And oh, am I feeling it? And if you're called to tune in with me and be one of my guests on my channel, then I can guarantee you'll be feeling it too, even if you don't quite know how to identify that yet. I will be sharing and discussing a whole myriad of topics, from quantum creation to cosmic downloads to ecstatic sexual energy, healings, connections, creativity, to tuning deeply in with your own body wisdom, whether you be this woman, this man, anything in between in terms of your gender identity. I am extremely humbled, of course, if anyone from the First Nations communities, particularly here in Lucha Tasmania and in Australia, join my channel and my community. I am born and raised in Lucha Tasmania, where this land was never ceded, and we have a horrendous genocide history. And so I always deeply pay my respect and feel utter grief for the mass displacement and genocide of people here, of Aboriginal people here. And certainly Australia-wide, we've never had a treaty. And, it's really time. It's really time for some deep healing between white and black cultures and deep learning and lessons from our Indigenous brothers and sisters. So thank you. I work as a divine feminine creatrix, intuitive channel, and something that's become very clear to me is that I'm also a disruptor. And I don't even know what that is, really. But there's energies, there's wisdom, there's forces that I've always been influenced by, tuned into, in and out of feeling and acting on my entire life. I've had some very traumatic experiences and re-traumatizing experiences. I have learned a lot. I am a certified coach. I am a certified craniosacral therapy practitioner. I've done Reiki training. I have gone on enormous self journey of discovery with alternative, or I should say wholesome or complementary therapies. But I also hold an honours in psychology and a master's in creative art therapy and massage training and palliative care training. So there are lots of, in fact, decades of experience and qualifications under my belt. And yeah, just so you know a little bit more about me, I've also been a wilderness photographer, very, very passionate about conserving our very precious earth. And again, do not find more joy than in being out there in the wilderness behind the lens, which I haven't done so much with becoming a mother. Now, this is my cat Willow. Now, she is likely to join us on multiple occasions, as cats do. Now, that might mean fuzzy tails, sloppy camera, but that is a part of this creation of this broadcast. And she's always deeply tuned in, of course. What was I saying? So I am a mother of two boys. One is 7, nearly 7.5, and one is 3 in a couple of months. I, was single and had short-term relationships throughout my earlier adulthood. A lot of time being single in my 20s, where I was not just studying but exploring or falling into a lot of health challenges. I spent many years coming to understand that I have complex PTSD, otherwise known as childhood post-traumatic stress disorder, that has come up at times with absolute terror in my life. And yeah, one of those times was after I had my firstborn son, when I experienced postnatal psychosis and went on a very extreme kind of re-experiencing of some earlier trauma dating back, well, I think to birth and pre-birth, or certainly in the womb. My birth was fine apparently, but also as a 7-year-old, where I suffered a head injury in a motor vehicle accident, and that has massively altered my life. I have severe scarring through, well, people say it's not severe. I have scarring through here. I don't have full movement of my eyebrow. I pencil my eyebrow in every day. I have had so much shame, body shame, and hiding over the years, and self-worth issues. And, now I'm just, for a long time I've been like, look, what does it matter? It's not important. But I continue to learn so much about complex PTSD. And of course, probably what I haven't shared yet is that I also worked for many years, and still do, as a trauma therapist. I have worked specifically with people who've experienced childhood PTSD and childhood sexual abuse, but also adult sexual abuse and other forms of trauma. So it's in my bones to be a giver of light and a service to others. I'm hypersensitive, and I've come to learn that I also must take care of me and my energy bodies profoundly to do the work that I am here to do. Yes, and so as a disruptor, I get these intuitive downloads which don't make sense, as often intuition doesn't, that lead me to certain wisdoms or actions that appear to then cause a chaos or a disruption for myself, for others in relationship, that then ultimately leads to a level of healing that is profound. And it's something I'm understanding and owning in this journey with you. And it's something we know. It's something we know about shamanism, about healers in the eons, and certainly about the human experience, is that there's always dark and there's always light. There's always pain and suffering, and there's always joy and love. And we have an incredible capacity to transcend our pain and be more in the light and to teach others to do the same. That is my ultimate calling. Through deep journeys of self-inquiry and discovery and the reunification of divine beings who have really been persecuted, prosecuted, dishonored, dismissed for so long. And there are spiritual laws, there are universal creative laws, there's quantum physics, there's neuroscience, there's just so much that's just truth, ultimate truth. And I'm not an expert on all these things. I can give you recommendations. You've heard of many of the big names. You can go to them. I'm here to play my part, and I really look forward to it. One of the commitments I made to myself was to keep these videos fairly short. And if you're called to continue to watch and be up for some, some pretty different out there storying and creating, then maybe I'm your person. So as I close this first video, I am going to take a moment of connection with you in closing my eyes and sitting in this energy field that we are connected through right here, right now, through the portal of our hearts. I invite you to take a deep breath. Really breathe deep into your lungs, expand your ribs, feel the air, expand your torso all the way down into your belly and out into the back of your ribs and your spine. On the inhale, pausing at the top of your breath, holding, releasing. I'm going to be teaching you so much. Some of it will be new, some of it will be familiar, some of it's just what you needed to hear from someone else. This moment, as you take those deep breaths, I invite you to ground into the earth, find that divine connection down into the energy of Mother Gaia, earth, nature. Feel the potency of earth, light, energy, and bring that up through the soles of your feet and up to your hara, your creative center, behind and below your belly button. Feel that light warm this area. And as you breathe on this in-breath, I want you to feel that energy coming up through your solar plexus, your stomach, your lungs. Start to feel your heart energy. Notice what you notice. And know that I am calling in all the light in your heart. Expanding it, cleansing, all aspects of your being. No words are needed. This energy, this feel, this art cohesion is so potent. All you need to do is let it wash over you. It's the essence of light, which is pure energy, and the love, highest frequency. This is the essence of creativity, of miracles, of creation of the universe itself. There's the energy of the creator. And your journey here is to be the same energy of the creator, creatrix. Energy that created anything and everything. Your purpose is to become this with kindness, with warmth, with wisdom, with truth. Feel your throat cleanse. I'm going to cleanse my own throat here with you, given that it's been my throat that has held so much blockage. And I'm really clearing out those wounds of persecution, of estranglement, of torture, of voicing your creativity and your truth. We ask all the divine energies and beings, ancestors, all the archetypes, high beings, ascended masters to clear your very own guides and your highest self, which I call light conscious. Your light conscious can rewire in an instant your neurology. Brush away all the pain in your memory, that you may choose to be more of the light, to be more present, to be in your truth. I continue to work up through your upper chakras. Just notice what you know. Feel your third eye vibrating, pulsing, really letting go of the old, stagnant and incapacitating energies. We bring in the crystalline energy that we're all becoming more of. Yeah. Now through your star chakra and your crown is all the divine white light of your very own birth star. For all creative consciousness. Unified field. Let yourself rise up into this unified field. This is the field of truth. Past memory, future memory, Akashic records, all wisdom, all information, all DNA. Information is held in this field. Every synchronicity, every truth, everything that you can create and materialize is here. All you need to do is train yourself to see it, to be it, and learn how to act according to the truth in what you see, what you feel, and what is here. My duty is to teach you, to show you. Thank you. I'm just grounding all the energies we've touched. Making sure everything is flowing beautifully. Be in your sacred bubble of light, feeling your boundary. And allow this healing, this rebirthing, this ascending, as we learn to embrace our wounds and transcend them. Stay open to the light, to the truth. Almost